3D printers have taken countless industries in the world by storm. 3D printing has the potential to revolutionize every aspect of the world as we know it. Despite the miraculous advances 3D printers have created in the medical, aerospace, automotive, etc. industries, there are still many problems and concerns 3D printers have. The printing of weapons parts, excessive use of plastics, etc. have all resulted from the emergence of 3D printers. The first 3D printer was actually created in the mid-1980s by Charles Hull at 3D Systems Corp. 3D printers have evolved remarkably since then and did not start gaining popularity until the 2000s. The simplest 3D printing process is known as material jetting. This process is actually quite similar to how a 2D printer works. In this process, the materials flow through the printer's tubes while being heated. The material is then deposited and cooled onto the printer's plate. The material continues to be layered onto the plate until the object is formed. This is an oversimplified version of the process, but that is essentially how the process works. One benefit of the creation of 3D printing is the creation of bioprinting. Bioprinting is the printing of human tissue. This new concept has the ability to save/assist thousands of people in a relatively short amount of time who are in need of organs, limbs, and tissue. Another benefit of 3D printers is simply convenience. If one does not feel like leaving the home in order to pick up a certain item, one can simply print it. In addition to the aforementioned benefits, large-scale 3D printers could cheaply print homes and shelters for those in need. This would especially come in handy after devastating natural disasters and for refugees. The introduction of 3D printers has made a myriad of people worried and skeptical. Drugs and weapons have already been made by 3D printers and are virtually undetectable. 3D printers also allow one to circumvent patents and copyright laws because products cannot be traced. As mentioned before, 3D printers can print drugs, weapons, and inefficient copycat products. It is still exceptionally difficult to regulate what individuals print in private places. The biggest social concern of all is probably the excessive use of plastics and energy by 3D printers. It is estimated that 3D printers that use lasers or heat to melt plastic devour approximately 100 times more electrical energy to create an object of the same size than a traditional mass manufacturing machine. Overall, everyone can agree that the 3D printer is a revolutionary invention that will greatly impact the future, whether positively or negatively. Also, advances in 3D printing technology will most likely make 3D printers just as accessible as laptops and phones someday. However, 3D printers have a long way to go and many obstacles to overcome. One thing that is for sure is that 3D printers are not going away anytime soon.